Hey, welcome back everybody. This is Dave again. Second video. And just wanted to say I had so much fun with my last video that I think this is going to be a start of a new thing here. Anyway, recap of the last one. I think a little bit later here we're going to go over and I'm going to show you a few of the Star Trek models that I have built. The three that I've done so far is the 1 in 350 scale Enterprise, the reissue by Round 2 Polar Lights. I'll be showing you that one. Also my favorite is the 1 in 1400 scale Enterprise E. I believe that one was AMT. That one also I believe is a reissue from Round 2. And thirdly, the USS Reliant. That is AMT's reissue along with Round 2. So I'll be showing you those here shortly. First, and I've been waiting all day, I've been so excited to open this up, but if you recall in my last video, I'm going to try starting a new type of modeling. You might have heard of it, you might not have. It doesn't get a whole lot of exposure on YouTube, but it's the company is called Matchitecture. What it is it's pretty much matchstick architecture. Pretty much different buildings and different kits made up of matchsticks. So if I just go ahead and scroll down here, we'll just move the camera down and show you my package that I got today. Woohoo! I was quite excited. And it took a lot not to open this already. So here it is. We'll go ahead and open this up. Sorry, don't know what I'm doing here with my camera. I'm just moving it around. Let me grab a knife and let's go at it. Alright, get rid of that, we don't need that anymore. Here it is. Ta-da! Move the camera back here. Okay, so here is the kit. And again, this is nothing special I'm showing you. You can certainly go to their website, Matchitecture.com, and view all of their different kits. But here it is. This I got off of eBay, brand new, still in the wrapping. And yes, it is the Eiffel Tower. So let's go ahead here and see what's inside the box. The ultimate building passion. So in this kit, they give you the cutter. They call the matchsticks micro beams. So they're called micro beams, and I believe in each kit they give you a cutting tool for the matchsticks, and also they give you a thing of glue. Now I don't know how long this has been sitting in this box, so the glue may or may not be good. I'm not sure. So well, let's just take a look and see. Throw that away. Oh, that's kind of neat. Wow, that's a lot of matchsticks, alright. So they give you all these matchsticks. I think it says how many they give you somewhere. So in the kit they give you the matchsticks. They all look pretty Well, they're not all exactly the same shape, but quite interesting. Yep, so you get all them. They give you the glue. Give you the glue and the cutter. I'll open this up here so we can take a look. Well, I can tell you the glue is not hard, so it must still be good. So they give you the glue. They give you also a set of tweezers for picking up the matchsticks, I guess. I don't know. Tweezers. And you get this, oh, that's neat. They give you this cutter. So it is kind of, and all it is it's just a razor blade in there. And like I suspected, there's different angles, so they must, you must have to put it like in case you have a 45-degree cut, I guess. I'm not really sure, but so yeah, that's your cutter. And there's a few clips in here, and I'm thinking that being that I think the Eiffel Tower, it requires certain clips or something. I don't know. Not really sure yet how that all plays out. Oh yeah, that's right. And they also give you this board. Ooh, nice. They give you this piece of wood. So I'm guessing to keep it keep everything all level and neat. Oh, that's pretty cool. So yeah, they give you a board to actually work on. And then in here is all the instructions. And like I said before, I think that with these kits, you actually put the matchstick right on the... Really don't want to open this up right now, so maybe, and there'll be other videos once I start building this. And it won't be much longer because I'm quite anxious to start on this one. I know we're not talking Star Trek, but this is, I think this is going to be pretty neat. So, that is that. Once again, Matchitecture. Again, I think it's going to take a long time to build this, but we'll see. Let me go set this down. Now, off to the other projects that I've been working on. I got a little further in my 1/1000th scale Enterprise bipolar lights, and here it is. Let me shut this light off. That light is actually bugging me. I'm a little bit further, and if you look here, whoa, I've gotten a little bit more of the decals on. Actually, I don't think I really had any of the decals on before. But if you look at the Aztecing on the neck, on both sides, that turned out really well. And I've also started by the deflector dish here. I got all the Aztecs around there, and those turned out really well. And I also got the Aztecs on the pylons. Those turned out okay. One thing, and I will have to agree on someone else that has a video out there on this model, and they're talking about the Aztecs down by the pylons here. One little thing to keep in mind is that if you do build this and you haven't built it yet, when you get these Aztecs, the blue around the base here and around the pylons, that's all one decal. You're better off cutting the blue because it's all one piece. So trying to line up, especially around like here where the blue stripe is and some of the things like this here, in order to line that up, then the base down here doesn't quite get doesn't match up very well. So you're better off slicing off the blue, laying that down separate. I did mess up a couple spots here, and I don't know if my camera is good enough to get in there. But right in the tips here, on both sides, the decals kind of got funky, and they did kind of break a little bit. So I'm going to probably, the only thing I'm really going to be able to do with that is touch it up with a little bit of paint. Hopefully that'll, kind of kind of blend in the white to the decal area. But outside of that, it actually really turned out well so far. I'm going to go ahead probably tomorrow and start on the Aztecing all throughout here in the blue, the strong backs, I think what they call up in here, and then the back and all that. So I'm working on that. This is turning out pretty well so far. Again, if you look, you can see right there. Ooh. And so far it looks really good. With this, this is actually supposed to be the 1701. It's a refit, but not the A. So it's, I guess, with the 1701, it gets the greenish, the green color. My 350 scale, my Enterprise A, does not have the green. It has the blue, the light blue, but outside of the coloring of the decals, they look identical. I mean, pretty much look exactly the same. And I'm pretty sure once this is finished, this is going to look just like my big one, but, well, a lot smaller. That's where I'm at so far with my Enterprise. Also, the saucer section, I've got that painted. I got to do the underside, and I got to put my coat of pearl white. The top side is finished. I got to do the bottom side of the saucer. The painting will be done. I'll have to leave that sit probably for about a week, because I'm told that you want to leave, especially when you're using lacquer or any oil-based paint, you got to leave it sit and let it cure for a good 6-7 days before you start applying decals. And that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, is wait till the paint fully dries, and then I'll go through with that on video and kind of give you an idea, show you how I do the Aztecing on the saucer. So that's where I'm at. I am going to go ahead and put this on pause for a second, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these models here. Hang tight, hold on. Hello again. Well, that didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. We were actually going to go in my kitchen, and I was going to show you the models in there. So I decided to bring the models here, which probably only makes sense. So here we go. What I got in front of me, and I'll change the camera, is my Enterprise E, which is my favorite chip. I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off the tripod so we can get a closer look at this. And I apologize for all the noise. Alright. So, my Enterprise E. Now, again, if you recall, this model, all of my Aztecing decals on this is from A Creation Models. Superb decals once you figure out how to, if you're not really familiar on how to use laser printed decals. But this is just kind of a zoom up of the saucer. And just so everybody knows, this is only my second model I've built. My 1 in 350 scale Enterprise, the big one, was actually the first model I've ever built, ever, from beginning to end. And I'll just scroll around here. Trying to keep the camera as steady as possible. Yeah, the amount of detail, and I think a lot of people would agree that the Enterprise E, as far as detail work goes, and windows and Aztecing and all the different markings, is by far the most detailed Enterprise out of all of them. However, my favorite, outside of this one, my favorite ship is the Excelsior and the Enterprise B, which is what I'm working on currently. I think that the Excelsior class is just beautiful. One thing, if you haven't noticed here, none of my models, and you will soon find out that I do not light my models. That is something that I do want to do eventually. I guess I just don't have the experience at the moment, and I want to get a little bit more proficient with airbrushing and painting and all that fun stuff before I get into actually lighting a ship. So that is my goal eventually, just not at the moment. Let's see if I can. Ooh, wow, that does turn out pretty good. Here's the underside. Almost looks like it's flying there. So that is my Enterprise E. And again, this is my favorite ship as far as what I've built so far out of the three. I think this is the best, most detailed, best looking decals, and personally, as far as what I've got into it, is mine personally I think the one that I did the least mistakes on. Let's just say that. So that is that. I am going to go ahead and put this on hold for a second while I go grab another one. So hold on, please. Hello again. Back with my USS Reliant. This is my most recent build. And I'm going to go ahead and shut this light off because I think it might be just a little bit too much. In fact, I think both of these are a little bit too much. This is the Reliant. And here, yeah. Now again, this one also has full Aztec decals. Sorry, I'm not really that good with this camera yet. This, I will say, is one of the cooler looking ships in the line. But yeah. Let me tell you, if you haven't built this, or even if you have built it, I'm just letting you know that this, the sensor array that goes across the top here, was a pain in the butt to glue and get it to line up where the glue would actually stay. I actually had to clamp that down to the pylons right there, and it was kind of tricky. There are a few areas that I did kind of make some mistakes on. Actually, a lot of places, but a couple that was very difficult to avoid nonetheless was right here by the pylons. If you look, you can see the gap on the pylon. That was really difficult to actually get flush, and if I were to build this one again, I think I would dry fit this a little bit better than I did. And I don't really believe that, like with this model, you should like glue it and putty it and everything first. It makes it very difficult to do the painting and to do the decals. These models were actually meant to be glued and or put together in sub-assemblies, and what really works out good. However, I never dry fitted the pieces there, which kind of ended up why they look the way that they do. So outside of that, I'm pretty happy with this ship. I love the color scheme on it. I like the Aztecing on this. The Aztecing on this, for the most part, went on and fit very well. The only parts of the Aztecs that I would say were horrible, to the point where I was like very upset, was if you look at the
what the heck do they call it? The band around the saucer. The band had so much of a curve all the way around it. It was too much of a curve for the saucer, so it actually did not conform to the edge or to the sides at all the way it should have. That is the only real big flaw that whoa, sorry about that. That's the only real big flaw. The only thing I guess else that I would say that was very difficult was around the bridge dome. The red stripe and the silver was all one decal and was very difficult. It was not made to go around that curve 100% accurate. So there was a little bit of cutting involved, but outside of that, it turned out really well. It turned out better than I thought it would when I was laying down some of the decals, but it did work out nonetheless. But that is the Reliant, and hope you like it. Now for my biggest finale is the Enterprise, so I will go ahead and grab that and I'll be right back. Hold tight. Hello again, back once again for the last model here. Again, I don't remember if I said it or not when I first started doing this. I did want to show these in my kitchen. Unfortunately, my battery is not charged on my video camera, so I got to keep it plugged in. So I thought I'd just bring the models to the camera. And I apologize that the table is kind of a mess, so it's kind of hard just to get focused just on the model. But this is the Beast. You know, every time I pull this thing out of my curio, I forget how dang huge this thing is and how heavy. But this is it. This is the 1 in 350 scale by Polar Lights reissue by Round 2. And this is my first model that I've ever built. And surprisingly, this I think is like one of my better models if you were to compare this to the Reliant. But I think this model is absolutely beautiful. Because of its size, this model begs to be lit. I guarantee you I will be building another one of these and lighting it eventually. So it's a beautiful model. Definitely needs lighting. And if you look in the arboretum there, I did finish the arboretum. There is an actual full garden in there. What you're looking at right now are the trees. And that would have really looked nice if I had LEDs in there, but I don't, so we'll just have to live with it. Whoa, wrong way. And as you can see, like I mentioned earlier, the decals on this are all blue, whereas I guess the 1701 used green. So it almost looks like that little Enterprise is like flying by it without its saucer. It looks like it was detached. Whoa. And, you know, this model is nothing new. I mean, there's a million of these, I think, out on YouTube, but it is definitely a nice model. If you have not built this one and you like doing Star Trek models, I would highly recommend it. Let me turn it around because the shuttle bay is also complete. I'll try to zoom in on the shuttle bay. There's a lot more detail inside the shuttle bay if anybody has built this and is familiar with what's inside there, but there's actually like 3 different tiered levels in the shuttle bay, And way in the back I even have those all decaled, but unfortunately, being that I did not light it, you cannot see that. But outside of that, it turned out looking pretty darn good. So that is that. So there you have it. I'll go ahead and put this back and I'll be right with you.
Okay, back again. So there you got to be able to preview a few of the models that I built, and hope you enjoyed them. Pretty much that's it for this video. I'll be doing updates as far as the progress of the Matchitecture kit and my Enterprise and the Enterprise B. Haven't worked on the Enterprise B since last time we spoke, so eventually I'll get to that and show you the progress as I go along. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll keep in touch on the next one. Thanks a lot. Have a good evening. Bye.